This is ABC7 News at 11, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis. Thanks so much for joining us. Haley has the night off. First tonight, cows are stranded on a piece of land surrounded by floodwaters from the heavy rain in Sarasota County. The cows are in a flooded pasture near Palmer Boulevard and Iona Road. Sarasota County emergency management officials say that rather than trying to rescue these cows from the island, it's safer for now to just leave them there. The rancher and Sarasota County Sheriff's Office made a decision to keep the cows on the island and provide them food, but some nearby residents are concerned about leaving those cows up there on that island.
Well, at this point, obviously, they graze all the time. Cows graze all the time. That's what they do. We all know that. They're going to have to bring in some food for them and get it up on that hill.
We're told the cows do have plenty of food and water and are being monitored every day. The rancher is waiting for those floodwaters to recede before trying to move the cows. Residents in a South Manatee County neighborhood are beginning their recovery efforts after heavy rainfall flooded the entire Center Lake neighborhood. Dozens of residents were forced to evacuate and are now starting to return to their homes to see if anything can be salvaged. Most of the community is without power. Trash is spread out over their lawns and most of the homes are gutted. Some residents are looking at 3 to 6 months before they can move back in. For others, it could be almost a year from now. And this has some residents wondering if it's even worth coming back.
It's not going to be very safe here. Next flood or next rain, I'm going to sit and freak out, you know.
Center Lake families are hoping the county will step in to help in any way it can. Even though the rain has let up, people living near the Myakka River in Venice are still dealing with flooding. As the river continues to rise, some homeowners have turned to paddleboards and kayaks to get from their homes to their cars, which are parked away from the water. Residents say they're taking precautions, but not panicking yet. The river expected to crest sometime tomorrow, and homeowners hope after that the waters will begin to recede. An update on the flooding and road closures on the Suncoast. All roads in unincorporated Manatee County are now open. All Northport roads are open as well, but there are still some water covering Ruff Street. The temporary shelter is still open in Manatee County, but county officials are hoping to find other accommodations for those staying there. And then in Sarasota County, officials are reminding drivers not to take their cars through flooded roadways because even just a few inches of water can still float a car. Local businesses are helping those affected by storms and flooding in our area. Employees from the Manatee YMCA Nifty Thrift Shop visiting residents at the Shady Brook condominiums today. 33 units were damaged there by flooding. Today, those condo owners received vouchers for free clothing, furniture, appliances, and any other needed items. Nearly 100 people turned out in Sarasota tonight to learn more about climate change. Results of a recently completed climate change vulnerability assessment were presented and discussed. ABC7's Rick Adams joins us now live from the Robert L. Taylor Community Complex with more. Rick?
Yes, Scott, good evening. It was a packed house here tonight. Climate change is certainly on the minds of a lot of folks. Sarasota City officials say climate change is very real and they want to be ready for it. Results were released from a study on the current and future effects of climate change on the Sarasota area.
This is critical. You know, the city of Sarasota is being proactive. We're trying to identify what infrastructure is vulnerable in our city and what choices we have to upgrade and be more resilient over time.
Merle and George Chorba came out to this special meeting Tuesday night because they have concerns over climate change, especially because they live near the bayfront.
I'm thrilled that they have taken the steps they have, but it's really important, along with the DOT, to address these issues right now.
Over 200 city-owned assets were evaluated, including drinking water, wastewater, transportation, stormwater, parks, and shorelines. They were evaluated for problems they may encounter by the year 2050 because of sea level rise, extreme temperature change, rainfall, and storm surge.
We found, very specific pipes to lift stations and pump stations and roadways that are vulnerable, so it's all across the board. But we have a lot of detail and we're ready to get public input on what strategies we should do for those infrastructures that are vulnerable.
Next, the city of Sarasota will release a draft of the plan in October and then get more public input after that.
Our commissioners, both at the county level and the city level, addressing this problem, I think, is very important for all of us.
And for more information on climate change, you can log on to our website at mysuncoast.com. Reporting live from Sarasota this evening, I'm Rick Adams. Scott, back to you.
All right, Rick, thank you. Speaking of changing climate, we had some drier weather, which is a great change for us all here on the Suncoast today. That's the latest on that and more with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan.
Yeah, only a few showers tonight. We've had a few brief showers around parts of the Suncoast, not a lot of heavy rainfall. It's all due to some drier air that has slipped in. On top of that, high pressure building over the top of us. Radar review still showing a line of showers out there just to the west of Venice near Siesta Key. They're all pushing off basically to the east, outflow boundary from some earlier showers that were around, but they don't have much chance to hang on too long because all this dry air from the Bahamas stretching across South Florida and into west central Florida continues to move off toward the northwest. So that's going to be in place tomorrow, and that means less of a chance for rainfall on Wednesday. Currently, we have partly cloudy skies, still 77 degrees right now, dew point at 76. The humidity fairly high. Winds are out of the east-northeast. And as far as Harvey is concerned, well, it continues to move off to the northeast tonight. It's going to make landfall again. Maybe it looks like in Louisiana. All the heavy rainfall is over in Houston after dumping over 50 inches of rain. We'll mourn the tropics in just a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. Relief efforts continue there in Texas as calls for rescue continue to pour in. The official number of rescues now topping 13,000. ABC's Lana Zach reports from Houston.
For the first time since Harvey roared into town, the sun peeked out of Houston's sky for just a few minutes. It was a brief moment of hope after 5 days of record-breaking rain and devastation. There have been at least 9 confirmed deaths, including Houston police officer Steve Perez. He drowned in floodwaters just 2 days shy of his 61st birthday.
We couldn't find him. Once our dive team got there, it was too treacherous to go under and look for him.
The official tally of rescues topping 13,000. But the actual number could even be higher. And still the calls for rescue continue to pour in. More than 1,000 in Houston are still waiting for help.
It's all the way up to the roofs, guys, up to the eaves. I hate to think that there are people in these houses.
Linda says she was stranded in her car with rising floodwaters for 2 days.
All I can say is there are angels out here.
Here in Houston, donations are pouring in by the truckload, and yet there is more need.
Can't imagine. You know, it's gut-wrenching. It touches you to the core. You know, what can I do for my neighbor?
Many shelters beyond initial capacity.
We went from 5,000 to 9,000 in just a few hours' time. We're encouraging people, if they need shelter, to come here and seek shelter. We may not have all of the amenities for them, like a cot.
And in New Orleans, residents all too familiar with floods are once again using sandbags on the 12th anniversary of Katrina.
Brought back a lot of memories. It really evoked a lot of emotions and heartbreak.
The mayor of New Orleans said that no city welcomed more of their people following Katrina than Houston. And it's heartbreaking to know that some of the evacuees now had suffered through that disaster as well. Reporting from Houston, Lana Zach, ABC News.
If you're interested in donating to Hurricane Harvey relief efforts, make sure you do your research before handing over any money. Now, the Better Business Bureau warns people that they could be scammed by those trying to make money off this catastrophe. There are many pages of fundraisers related to Harvey on GoFundMe.com. Some have been created by what appears to be people directly affected by the storm. Others were set up to collect money on behalf of victims, and those are the requests where you need to be careful. Better Business Bureau has a website where you can find reputable charities to give to. The website is very simple. It's called give.org. A Florida Blood Center is doing its part to help Harvey victims in Texas. One Blood sent a second shipment of blood to the Lone Star State today. The center has sent nearly 300 units of blood in the past 2 days and will continue to supply blood until further notice. Floodwaters and destruction is preventing Texas blood centers from collecting, so all eligible donors are encouraged to donate as soon as possible. All blood types are needed, but there is an urgent call for O negative and O positive blood types. Tomorrow you can help those affected by Hurricane Harvey and have a full stomach as well. Some Moe's Southwest Grill restaurants are donating $1 for every burrito purchased. The Moe's locations in Northport and Port Charlotte are participating. The money will go toward the Hurricane Harvey Relief Fund. And an effort is underway to restore the Confederate War Memorial in Manatee County. A citizens coalition is calling for Manatee County commissioners to, quote, do the right thing and re-erect that monument. After commissioners' recent vote to remove the statue from in front of the courthouse in Bradenton, the group called the decision scandalous, unacceptable, and disrespectful to American veterans. The group has started a petition now to give to county commissioners.
Flora is not going to be bullied by Black Lives Matter, the Uhuru movement, Antifa, and anarchists. That's not who we are. Our state is too great to accept all that hate.
The petition asks commissioners to put the monument back. It also calls for the resignation of some of those commissioners. The group also is asking state lawmakers to protect all Confederate statues throughout the state. Straight ahead, we'll get back to Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. He'll take a look at the first alert forecast for the rest of the week and into the weekend. Plus, U.S. Education Secretary Betsy DeVos being criticized after her visit to Tallahassee schools today, why protesters are calling her visit a photo op. And North Korea launching another missile, why the U.S., South Korea, and Japan have called for an emergency UN Security Council meeting.
Hurricane season is here, and so is the ABC7 First Alert Hurricane Guide. This essential resource arms you with vital information you need to protect your family and property when severe weather threatens the Suncoast, including how to create your readiness plan and survival kit, shelter locations, what to do with your pets, and important phone numbers. Visit mysuncoast.com and download the ABC7 First Alert Hurricane Guide. Brought to you by Batteries Plus, the Florida Lottery, and Sarasota Glass and Mirror.
Now's the perfect time to work with California Closets. During our Shades of White event, save up to 20% on our beautiful white finishes for any space in your home. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
You love your couch and want to protect it from spills, food, and scratching, shedding pets. Introducing Couch Coat, the reversible, washable quilted cover that protects your couch. Shield against spills, wow, stop stains, and dirty pet paws and sharp claws. Plus, it's reversible with 2 stylish colors. Guaranteed to fit any couch up to 92 inches or your money back. It even has covers to protect armrests. Machine washable too.
My grandkids destroy everything, but with Couch Coat, my couch is always protected, looking as good as it did the day I bought it.
Get your Couch Coat for just $19.99, and it's reversible in brown and cream, like 2 couch coats for the price of 1. Order right now, and you can double your offer. Get a second Couch Coat. Just pay a separate fee. Order right now.
Call 1-800-943-0710 to get your couch coat. Call now or go to couchcoat.com. So call 1-800-943-0710. That's 1-800-943-0710. Call now.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blog, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining.
Now's the perfect time to work with California Closets. During our Shades of White event, save up to 20% on our beautiful white finishes for any space in your home. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Well, Bob is back, and we were talking earlier this evening about where this storm, Harvey, might rank in terms of, you know, the billions and billions of dollars in damage it may have caused. I know it's still doing damage at this hour, so it's kind of hard to tell.
People are writing in, too, about that, wondering where it's going to rank in terms of that. And in terms of damage, and there's going to be a lot of assessment. The storm surge associated with Harvey was not as great as Katrina. Katrina's storm surge was up to 28 feet plus, highest storm surge ever recorded in U.S. history, and that is the #1 as far as insured losses, $108 billion loss in Katrina. Ike coming in second there, and that was Texas as well at $30 billion. Andrew at $27 billion in 1992, and Wilma 2005, $21 billion. I think this one more than likely will go down in one of the top 5. Could be #2. I don't think it's going to beat Katrina, however. Katrina was such a devastating storm in terms of flooding, and on top of that, the storm surge, as well as the winds, and a lot more damage associated with it due to that strong storm surge with Katrina. But we'll see. It's not over yet. Obviously, it is for Houston, it seems like, as most of the rain now is east of Houston. But boy, it has been one heck of a storm. Get a look at some of the details on it. 51 inches, over 51 inches reported right there east of Houston and Highlands, Texas. A peak wind gust of 132 miles an hour right there over a southern portion of Texas. And then Harvey has dropped, I think it's up now to 10 trillion gallons of water over the course of 4 days, and that's just an amazing statistic right there. As far as we're concerned, most of the rain is over here. We had a few showers around. We have a few more to go. There'll be a few brief showers possible right there as this line moves in from Venice. We showed you that earlier on the radar picture. And as far as the rain goes here, here's Houston. You can see light rain, if anything at all. The heaviest rain still, though, to go on the eastern side of the storm as it makes its way off to the northeast, and it's still bringing a lot of rainfall into Louisiana tonight, but the heaviest rain right there in east portions of Texas. For us, I mentioned that lone shower or two just moving to the east right now. We'll see that continue to push off toward the east and eventually maybe down in Northport and Inglewood in about an hour or so. If it has enough to hang on, could see a brief shower, but we are not anticipating anything strong because of this dry air. On the water vapor imagery, it continues to work from the Bahamas all the way over into the central Gulf of Mexico. I can't believe there'd be any moisture left, really, after what Harvey has used up. 77 degrees right now. We have clear skies, and the dew point temperature now at 76. It's very muggy out there. The pressure 30.02 inches. That is on the rise. The high today was 89. That's 1 degree below the average of 90. And temperatures this morning were pretty warm at 79. Finally, no rainfall to report so far for the month. Record-breaking over 20 inches, going on 21. If we get up to 24, which is unlikely, but if we do, it'll be the all-time wettest August in Sarasota. High temperatures tomorrow, low 90s anticipated, lots of sunshine around, and you'll see that in the forecast. Not much to show you in terms of the future radar. All is quiet here, and we'll stay that way, I think, through Wednesday, and then eventually Thursday should be pretty quiet too, and then we get into Friday, things get back to the afternoon and evening variety of storms. So we're starting to see this exit stage right. Obviously, the storm center is 50 miles an hour. It's moving to the northeast at 6, and it will continue to move off to the northeast throughout the day tomorrow. We're watching this area out here in the Atlantic. It has a 90% chance of becoming Irma over the next couple of days, but it looks like this one's going to stay out in the Atlantic. So not much else brewing, but there was an indication, a long-range model, another storm developing in the Caribbean, and guess what? Heading toward Texas. So we'll see how that plays out next week. For boaters tomorrow, seas will be running 2 to 3 feet with a light chop out there. And as far as tides go, upcoming tides for Sarasota, here they are. The next low tide will be at 101 and a high at 645. Partly cloudy, showers ending, warm and muggy, 76 tomorrow. High of 92, and I like that 10% chance for showers. Gives us a chance to dry out. The extended forecast does call for the return of those afternoon and evening storms, pretty heavy, right through the weekend. Scott?
All right, Bob, thank you. After another provocative missile launch by North Korea, the White House releasing a statement saying all options are on the table. The rogue regime sent a ballistic missile over Japan. It landed in the Pacific Ocean. The Japanese government taking it very seriously, sending text alerts telling citizens to take cover. The U.S., South Korea, and Japan have called for an emergency UN Security Council meeting.
No country should have missiles flying over them like those 130 million people in Japan. It's unacceptable. They have violated every single UN Security Council resolution that we've had.
The UN has already imposed sanctions on North Korea. Ambassador Haley admits there are not many options left to deal with Pyongyang. North Korea's ambassador to the United Nations is accusing the United States of driving the Korean peninsula towards an extreme level of explosion, adding that U.S. pressure would give his country grounds to take action. U.S. Education Secretary Betsy DeVos is being criticized after her visit to 2 Tallahassee schools earlier today. DeVos visiting a religious private school and a charter school. About a dozen protesters greeted the education secretary when she arrived. Protesters are calling the visit a photo op and publicity stunt. They're ridiculing DeVos for not visiting any traditional public schools.
Seeing that she's coming to a school that is so specialized for, people who are financially able to come to a private school and not, a wider representation of our community at a public school, it's definitely, I don't think it's a good representation.
DeVos has long advocated for alternatives to traditional public schools. Her trip comes as the administration has set aside $1 billion that could be spread to school districts that establish school choice programs. Sarasota City Administration offices are closing for Labor Day. Garbage, recycling, and yard waste will be collected one day later in the city of Sarasota, Sarasota County, and in Manatee County. And county libraries will also be closed on Labor Day in both counties. Sports is coming up next, but first, here's Jimmy Kimmel.
We made a new show tonight, and here's proof. The president handled a group of racists with kid gloves, but maybe, and I want to encourage you to keep an open mind here, because maybe he did it because kid gloves are the only gloves that fit on his tiny little hands.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Attention Sarasota and surrounding cities. After 25 years in Sarasota, Bacon's Furniture and Design will be moving to create Southwest Florida's largest and most dynamic furniture store. We must liquidate everything in the store at huge savings as fast as possible. Do not miss this opportunity to purchase quality sofas, bedrooms, dining rooms, patio furniture, mattresses, and more. All at the absolute lowest prices possible. The Bacon's Furniture and Design relocation sell-off. Nobody beats Bacon's.
Attention, Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? Did you know there may be money available to lower your medical prescription costs? Call Health Markets and we'll tell you if you qualify.
Hi, I'm Dr. Martin Jeetsi. It's a new Medicare year. That means more changes and more confusion. The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
Call Health Markets today. You may qualify to save money on prescriptions. We'll help you find plans that may cost less, cover more, and could even lower your prescription costs to increase your savings. We help you find all the benefits you're entitled to, and we do it at no cost.
Make sure you have what you need to get the care that's right for you.
Find out if you qualify to receive extra help with your prescriptions. Call the number on the screen now. Representatives are standing by.
Want the latest weather and traffic conditions wherever you go? Introducing ABC7's revolutionary new First Alert weather app. With our state-of-the-art new weather app, you get up-to-the-minute weather alerts, interactive radar maps, current conditions, 10-day forecasts, real-time traffic maps, and weather video from ABC7, all at your fingertips. And it's free. Just search Suncoast WX in the App Store and download onto all your devices today. Sponsored by Mr. Sparky.
It's a lot of fun. You got to come out.
We come down from Chattanooga, Tennessee.
The corners of a city street, a table and a cafe seat. I've got you everywhere I go. You're everywhere, got you everywhere, everywhere I go.
Now, sports.
Well, the Tampa Bay Rays can relate to what the Kansas City Royals have been going through. Kansas City has not scored a run in 43 innings going into tonight. That includes last night's 12-0 loss to the Rays. Tampa Bay just went through a hitting slump. As you may remember, the Royals, though, getting some good starting pitching tonight, and that will help. Jake Junis baffling Rays batters early on. He gets Kevin Kiermaier swinging strike three. Steven Souza Jr. goes down, and the struggling Brad Miller swings and misses. He had a career-high 8 strikeouts tonight, and the Royals' scoreless streak will end at 45 innings thanks to Whit Merrifield. He takes Alex Cobb deep and gone to left, and the Royals find some offense tonight. They beat the Rays 6-2, the final. Now, because of Hurricane Harvey, the Houston Astros are playing tonight at Tropicana Field. It's the first game of a 3-game series against the Texas Rangers. And the Rays are donating all of the proceeds from ticket sales, concessions, and parking from the series to those relief efforts in Texas. It was a distracted Astros team tonight, and who can blame them based on what's happening back home? They lose to Texas tonight 12-2. About 3,500 fans attended tonight's game. Tickets are only $10 to get into tomorrow night's game as well. Stetson University mourning the loss of a student who died Monday after collapsing during football practice. Just after practice started, Nicholas Blakely told coaches he wasn't feeling well. Short time later, he collapsed and was taken to a hospital where he later died. School officials say Blakely was a sophomore linebacker and a county major. Plans are being made for his memorial service. Still just 2 Suncoast teams ranked among the top 10 in the state of Florida. In Class 7A, the Venice Indians remain 3rd after last week's win in Georgia, and Braden River moves up a spot to number 4 after beating a team from Colorado last week in Orlando. Venice will host Riverview on Friday night, and the Pirates will take on Clearwater at home at Braden River High School. We're all hoping for some drier weather for all those teams this Friday night. That's a look at sports. We'll have tonight's winning lotto numbers right after this.
Now's the perfect time to work with California Closets. During our Shades of White event, save up to 20% on our beautiful white finishes for any space in your home. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Being the caregiver for someone you love is truly a blessing. But sometimes you can lose a part of yourself. To be your best, for them and for you, it's important to have time to be able to recharge your batteries. When you call Tidewell Hospice, they can give you a chance to do just that, and with the peace of mind of knowing your loved one is in the very best hands. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
Hi, I'm Chef Bob. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday morning on ABC7, where we'll be serving up the most awesome dishes. Then stop by your neighborhood Publix, pick up the recipe card and all the ingredients.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Jacuzzi is proud to present our first ever safe bathing event. The Jacuzzi walk-in tub allows you or a loved one to take a safe and relaxing bath. Never climb in and out of a regular bathtub again. Our walk-in tub offers a low step-in threshold, fast drain technology, soothing hydrotherapy, and even a shower handle. Regain bathing independence with a Jacuzzi walk-in tub and enjoy spending more time with loved ones. Why wait any longer? During our safe bathing event, save $750 on a new walk-in tub. Receive $250 in safety upgrades and a $100 Visa gift card. But if you call right now during this program, we'll double the savings to $1,500, double the safety upgrades to $500, and double it to a $200 Visa gift card with your walk-in tub purchase. Call right now to save double on a new walk-in tub. Call now.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blog, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining.
Now's the perfect time to work with California Closets. During our Shades of White event, save up to 20% on our beautiful white finishes for any space in your home. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
The Florida Lottery winning numbers are sponsored by Frontier Fios.
A 4-month-old stray kitten is at home with a new family after traveling more than 100 miles under the hood of a car. A man drove from Massachusetts to Connecticut while having no idea that kitten was in the hood of the car. Kitten was probably seeking the heat of the engine the night before. The man had no idea the cat was there until he arrived at a Toyota dealership to get an oil change, and when the service tech opened the hood, the cat jumped out. The man didn't want the cat to wind up in a shelter, so he took him to the vet, got him checked out, and then took him home, where that kitty looks very happy after.
Yeah, cute cat too.
Man, what a ride.
Sure, I really liked the graphic there. It was amazing.
Yeah.
But, yeah, pretty good story. I've seen squirrels under my car before, and I've heard about those cats as well.
Man.
Amazing.
Have a great night. Thanks for joining us, everyone.